Hello, hope everyone is doing well. Thank you for joining me for a slow hatha flow. I'm just gonna move from pose to pose and find some time to breathe in between each space. Yep. Um, if you need any props, having a block or bolster or cushion for your seat, now's a nice time to grab that. Going to be some other things I was going to say and I forgot what they were, but oh well. Well, we're going to get started in a comfortable seat. So any comfortable seat for you, any place where your hips can relax, your spine can lift tall. Finding a space where you can breathe. Just taking a moment to notice your breath. Noticing where in your body your breath is moving. Noticing any resistance or hesitation within your breath. And taking one deep, clearing breath here. A full, deep breath in. And a big sigh out. Allowing everything to go. And allowing a slow, steady breath to find you here. Noticing the ground beneath your hips. The air as it touches your skin. And noticing any thoughts that might have joined you on your mat this morning. Just taking a moment to acknowledge that they are there without engaging and allowing them to finish what they need to before moving off. Taking one more clearing breath. A full deep breath in. And out. Your next inhale, letting your arms sweep overhead to reach tall. As you exhale, side bending towards the right, letting your right hand come down beside you, left arm reaching overhead. Allowing your chest to open up towards the ceiling, outer left hip to draw down towards your mat. Just one more breath here. A deep breath in. And out. As you inhale, coming back through center to reach tall. And exhale, finding your side bend towards the other side. Left hand down beside you, right arm reaching overhead. And finding a space where you can breathe. Full deep breaths in. And out. One more breath here, deep breath in. And out. As you inhale, coming back through center to reach tall. Releasing your hands behind your lower back, about a foot or so. We're going to find a heart opener here. Taking a big shoulder roll, allowing your chest to lift up. Shoulder blades hugging towards each other and down your back. You can take your head and neck wherever feels comfortable for you. Maybe gazing forward, maybe gazing up. Maybe lifting your chin up towards the ceiling. One more breath in. And out. Slowly releasing your shoulders, coming back through center. We're going to find a forward fold from here. But if you want to switch up the cross of your legs or shift your hips in any way, now's a nice time to do that. And letting your hands start to walk out long in front of you. And wherever you end up, allowing your arms and shoulders to relax, your head and neck to let go. Just one more breath here. A full deep breath in. And out. As you inhale, rising back up. You're going to make your way into a tabletop on your hands and your knees. You can rock over your shins or swing your feet around to the side. Initially taking any movement or motion that might feel good. So maybe a hip sway or some circles or cat-cows. Exploring how your hips, your shoulders, and your spine feel this morning. You're going to work into your wrists and forearms just a little bit. So initially turning your hands so your fingers face towards the sides of your mat. You can stay right here, maybe finding a light rock from side to side. And stay here. If you want to work a little bit deeper, you can let your hands rotate even further around, maybe to the point where your fingers face towards your knees. If your fingers are pointing towards your knees, let that rock go from forward to back. But wherever you end up, it's a reminder to be gentle on your wrists. We use them so much every day and don't often give them enough love. Just one more breath here. A deep breath in and out. And gently releasing your wrists back through center. Maybe giving them a little shake if you need it. Then we're going to work onto the back sides of your wrists, just one hand at a time. So right or left, flipping the whole back of your hand to your mat. So you might have a slight bend to your elbow. Maybe working towards straightening into your arm. If your arm fully straightens, maybe letting your hips shift towards your heels. Just one more breath in and out. Soft bend to your elbow to release the wrist and give it a little shake. We're going to come on to the other side. And finding the perfect space for this side of your body. So maybe the arm starts to straighten, maybe your hips shift towards your heels. One more breath in and out. Gently bending your elbow to release that wrist. Give it a little shake. And either coming to sit on your heels or coming up to stand on your knees. Whatever feels better in your body. You're going to shake your wrists out just a little bit more. Letting your elbows come by your rib cage, palms face towards each other, and letting your hands shake side to side. And pause, letting your hands face towards the ground, shaking your hands up and down. Imagine you're a little bird trying to fly. And pause. You're going to find your downward facing dog. Curling your toes, pressing your hips up and back. You can find a little pedal of your feet, bending one knee and then pressing down the opposite heel. And switching towards the other side. Letting your movements be slow and steady. And and eventually finding some stillness. The stillness in your body, a slow, steady breath. Your next inhale, slowly rising high into your toes and walking your feet towards your hands. Maybe your hands back towards your feet, finding a gentle forward fold, a soft bend to your knees. Releasing your head and neck, arms and shoulders. You can shake your head yes and no. You can shake your head maybe. Taking a slightly deeper bend to your knees, slowly rolling up to stand. Taking a big shoulder roll at the top. Maybe a few more revolutions. Find that full range of motion in your shoulder joints. And finding your mountain pose at the top of your mat. Your feet can be together about hip width apart, standing as tall as you can, arms releasing by your sides. And once more beginning to notice your breath. Noticing the ground beneath your feet. The air as it touches your skin. Noticing this breath. Full deep breath in. And out. As you inhale, sweeping your arms overhead to reach tall. As you exhale, forward fold, coming all the way down. Inhaling up to your half lift, finding length. Exhale, forward fold. As you inhale, sweeping your arms overhead, reaching tall. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Pausing here for a breath, a full deep breath in. And out. One more just like that. As you inhale, sweeping your arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhaling to your half lift. Exhale, fold. As you inhale, sweeping your arms overhead, reaching tall. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Pausing for another breath in. And out. As you inhale, sweeping your arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhaling to your half lift. Exhale to fold, and we're going to pause here in your active forward fold. You can have your hands on your shins, blocks, the ground, or any bind that might be in your practice. But wherever you end up, thinking about drawing the crown of your head towards the ground, your hips up towards the ceiling. deep breath in and out. As you inhale, rising to your half lift. Exhale, stepping back into your plank, the top of your push-up. Taking a full deep breath in here. Exhale, finding your chaturanga or your knees, chest, chin. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale to your downward facing dog. And then stepping your feet together, your toe mounts a touch. Finding your three-legged dog. Letting your right leg begin to extend out behind you. Pressing down into your hands. Pressing out through your right heel. One more full deep breath in. As you exhale, stepping forward into a low lunge. Right foot stepping by your right wrist. Left knee down onto your mat. Allowing your hips to draw forward and down. You can stay here with your hands on the ground. You can move your hands up to blocks or to your right knee. Finding that space where you can breathe. And you can be present in your body. And finding your slow, steady breaths. Your deep breaths in. Your full deep breaths out. Just one more breath here. A deep breath in and out. Letting your hands come down to frame your right foot. And find your half splits, hips shifting up and back. Think about the left hip directly above the left knee. Maybe scooting your right foot out if you need it to. Straight leg or your bent knee. Taking a deep breath in to find length. And a breath out to find your fold. Just one more breath in and out. As you inhale, bending back into your front knee, You're going to find your lizard lunge, walking your right foot over towards the right side of your mat, both hands onto that inside edge. Hips drawing forward and down. You can stay up on your palms. You can lower your forearms to blocks or towards the ground. But finding that space where you can breathe, where your chest can open up towards the front of your mat. Your slow, steady breaths. Deep breaths in and out. So one more full breath here. We're going to move into a twist from here. Grounding into your left hand, letting your right hand come onto your right knee. Taking a deep breath in to find length through your spine. As you exhale, twisting towards the right. You can stay here with the hand on your knee, maybe opening it up towards the ceiling. If you're feeling adventurous this morning, maybe bending into your left knee, reaching back for your foot. You have your back foot gently to release, releasing your right hand down, shifting your hips up and back, enough to step that right knee to meet your left. Taking any movements or motions before meeting back into a downward facing dog. There's no rush to get there. Then your downward facing dog, we're going to find your three-legged dog on the other side. So your toe mounts to touch, left leg extending out behind you. Pressing down into your hands, left leg extending out long. One more deep breath in. As you exhale, stepping forward, your low lunge on this side. Left foot stepping by the left wrist. Right knee down onto your mat. Hips drawing forward and down. Finding that perfect space for this side of your body. Your hands can be on the ground. Maybe up to blocks. Maybe up to your left knee. Wherever you end up, connecting with your breath. Finding your slow, steady breaths in and out. Taking one more breath here. A deep breath in and out. Letting your hands come down to frame that left foot. You're going to find your half splits. Hips shifting up and back. The right hip directly above that right knee. Maybe the left foot scoots out a little bit. Straight leg or your bent knee. Taking a deep breath in to find your length. A breath out to find your fold. Just one more breath here. A deep breath in and out. Bending back into your front knee. I'm going to find your lizard lunge here. Walking your left foot over towards the left side of your mat. Both hands onto that inside edge. Hips drawing forward and down. Stay up on your palms, lowering your forearms to blocks or towards the ground. Finding those deep breaths in and out. Taking one more full breath here. A deep breath in. And letting it go. And coming back up onto your palms, we're going to move into your twist on this side. Letting your right hand ground, left hand coming towards your left knee. Taking your breath in to find length. And a breath out to find your twist. You can stay with your hand on the knee. Maybe the hand opens up towards the ceiling. If you did so on the other side, maybe bending into your right knee, reaching back for your foot. Just one more breath in and out. Gently releasing that foot if you have it. Left hand coming back down. Hips shifting up and back enough to let that left knee step to meet your right. Taking any movement or motion that you might need here before finding your child's pose. Letting your toe mounds come to touch. Your knees can be together or a little bit wider apart. Hips sitting back towards your heels. And then lowering down. Finding a place that is comfortable and a place where you can breathe and release. Wherever that is, allowing you to take one deep clearing breath here. full deep breath in. And a big sigh out. Letting everything go. Everything release. And just one more breath in. And out. As you inhale, rising back into your table, curling your toes and pressing into your downward facing dog. And staying right here, we're going to go through that flow one final time this morning. As you inhale, waving forward into your plank. Exhale, lowering your chaturanga or your knees, chest, chin. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale to your downward facing dog. And slowly lowering down onto your knees and making your way into a seat. Initially letting the soles of your feet come onto your mat, about mat width apart. Finding a little windshield wiper of your knees side to side. Finding a little range of motion in your hip joints. Coming back through center. We're going to move into your Janu Shirshasana. Letting your left leg extend out long in front of you. The sole of your right foot into your left inner thigh. Right knee opening out to the side. Taking a deep breath in to find length, squaring over your left leg. As you exhale, slowly to fold. Allowing your right rib cage to wrap around, hugging towards your left thigh. Allowing your breath to be slow and steady. Just one more breath in and out. As you inhale, rising back up. We're going to move on to the other side, letting your right leg extend out long, sole of your left foot to your right inner thigh. Janu Shirshasana on this side. Allow your spine to lift tall. Squaring your upper body towards your right leg. Taking another breath in to find length and a breath out to find your fold. And left rib cage is rotating around towards your right thigh. And finding your slow, steady breath. Deep breaths in. And out. Taking one more full breath here, a deep breath in and out. As you inhale, rising back up. You're going to let your left leg extend out long. You're going to move into your Upavista Konasana, your wide angled fold. Letting your legs come out into a nice straddle. They can be as wide or as narrow as you'd like. But wherever you end up, letting your toes point up towards the ceiling and your chest lifting tall. Staying right here, maybe walking your hands forward just a little bit. Maybe finding a fold forward. Wherever you end up, allowing your pelvis, your hips to start to tilt forward in the direction you're folding. If your hamstrings are tight, it's okay to have a little bend to your knees to help with that tilt of your hips. But wherever you end up, reconnecting with your breath. Taking one more breath here, a deep breath in and out. You inhale, rising back up and bringing the soles of your feet together, your Baddha Konasana. Soles of your feet together, heels coming as tight towards your hips as feels okay on your hips and your knees. Letting your knees begin to press out and down. Staying right here, maybe a light lean forward, maybe a fold forward. Just one more breath here, a deep breath in and out. As you inhale, rising back up. Letting your legs scoot out long in front of you, maybe shaking out through your knees or a little windshield wiper of your feet or your hips. We're going to make your way all the way onto your back. Slowly rolling down, letting your knees begin to hug into your chest. Give yourself a nice big squeeze, maybe a light rock from side to side. Some circles of your knees around your hips, together or independently. And staying right here, moving into your happy baby. Letting your knees begin to draw towards your armpits, your feet up towards the ceiling. You can take a hold of behind your thighs, maybe your ankles, maybe your feet. Wherever you end up, allowing your shoulders to relax down onto your mat, your tailbone to release back down to your mat as well. Taking a few slow, deep breaths. Deep breaths in and out. One more breath here. Letting your knees hug back into your chest. We're going to move into a reclined twist. Letting your knees come over towards the left side of your body. Arms releasing out into a T. You can take any leg variation here that feels good for you. But wherever you end up, taking a few deep clearing breaths there. Full deep breaths in. And full deep breaths out. One more breath here, breath in and out. Slowly coming back through center. Pausing in the middle to realign your hips and your spine. And moving into your twist over on the other side. Find that same version of the twist on this side. Once you've found your perfect space, taking your releasing breath. Full deep breath in and out. One more breath in and out. Slowly coming back through center. Taking any final movements or motions you might need before your final relaxation, your shavasana. Let your feet release onto your mat. Maybe your legs extend long. Finding any shape that feels most comfortable for you. However that looks, however much space that takes up. Once you find that space, taking a few deep, clearing breaths. Full deep breath in. And a big sigh out. Allowing you to release control of your body. Releasing control of your thoughts. With one more deep breath in and out. Releasing control of your breath. Letting everything go. Slowly begin to deepen your inhalations and your exhalations, allowing with each breath life, energy, and movement to make its way into your fingers and toes, your arms and legs, back and through your head and neck. And taking one deep clearing breath, a full deep breath in, and out. And eventually making your way up into a comfortable seat. Thank you all so much for sharing your time, space, and energy with me and with each other. The light in me sees and honors the light in each of you. Namaste.